Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video I would like to dedicate to this brand new foundation from Estée Lauder, and we're going to be talking about Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. And if you're interested to see how did that go, then carry on watching. But before we're going to start, I would like to share with you some of the information about this foundation. So this is what the box looks like. It contains 1.2 fluid ounces or 35 milliliters of foundation, which is rather generous. It is 5 ml more than the usual. Supposedly this is suited for all skin types, from dry to oily. It offers 12 hours of long wear. I have it in a shade 1N0 porcelain, which was a perfect match. It retails for $45 plus tax, and it comes in 20 shades. What I found that normally the higher the percentage of SPF in the foundation, the higher the risk that it is going to be complete shambles for me personally. I do have some foundations that do have high SPF and it works for me, but normally it is a no-no. But we'll see how did that go. And on the box it says here, more than makeup, it rescues skin with soothing, hydration and skin loving ingredients. Includes probiotic technology, chia seed extract, and skin is plump with moisture and has instant radiant glow. Full coverage, lightweight formula, immediately covers visible redness and diffuses the look of the fine drying lines, pores and spots. Looks flawless and smooth. Stay true color, all day long wear. It's dermatologist tested, shake well. Now that the informational part is out of the way, let's just begin applying the makeup. My face is glowing because I just applied my cream, but on the top of the cream I'm going to spritz my face with this mineral water. I am applying a lot of extra cream on the dry patch, because I know that will be the first place that will crumble on me. I am using Embryolace as my base, makeup base. So whilst it's all soaking in, let's look at the new foundation. So this is what the box looks like, very sleek. I have it in a shade 1N0. This foundation does not correspond with the double wear foundation's numeration or numbers, so I'm glad that I went into store. So this is what the package looks like. It's plastic, has a pump. On the package it says Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Makeup SPF 45, which is like, wow, a lot. I have to say that I'm always a little bit cautiously optimistic when it comes to the SPF or vast quantity of SPF in my makeup. Sometimes too much SPF in my foundation can cause a little bit of a disagreement with my skin. I find that the foundation normally slips and slides and does not want to go into my skin, so we'll see. Let's just shake it. The packaging is plastic, nothing else to add. Does it have the suggestion how to apply it? Apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. It says reapply at least every 2 hours. I don't think that will be possible since I'm going to apply my full makeup face on, so I don't know how that's gonna work. So from what I'm seeing on the box, that's the end of the instruction, and let's crack on with it and start applying the actual makeup. As usual, I'm going to be applying my new foundation with two methods. That will be my sponge and my brush. Due to the fact that this foundation has so much skincare in it, as in sunscreen, I would like to make sure that I'm using pore minimizing primer, because all of the foundations that have too much of a sunscreen normally emphasize my pores like there's no tomorrow. So I'm gonna grab this Tatcha silk canvas. I'm gonna get just a little bit of product and I'm gonna just do this. So here's the primer done. They suggest to shake well. Okay, it is quite runny. Okay, and I think I'm gonna start with the sponge side. So this will be my sponge. Okay, so as usual, let's just... It doesn't smell of anything, at least I can't smell it. Okay. Instant coverage. I would say this is strong medium coverage right off the bat. Okay. I'm gonna go for a little more. This is the result with 2 pumps, and I must say that it is jolly medium to full coverage, at least on my face. Yeah, it's very luminous and glowy. Okay. Also, this is the side that I have my primer on, so let's try this side. 1, 2. I like how liquidy it is. That is certainly something that I like in my foundations, but I've lost my brush. Okay, so for today's brush, I'm going to be using this one from Christian Dior that came with my foundation, and I love this brush. Do you see this coverage? It's just insane. Results, and so this is the result when it comes to brush. I find it extremely surprising how well it worked with both brush and my sponge. So far, I just finished applying this foundation, and right off the bat I can tell that too much skincare or sunscreen in the foundation is messing up this nose area. It's just, I don't know if you can see, it's just not looking great so far. I'm quite sure you can see that this foundation had emphasized my pores like crazy. Yes, if I do this, also if I do this, I don't know if you can see it. I'm quite sure that you can. Yes. Right. I'm gonna reapply, give it a chance, and hopefully as I wear this foundation it will sink into my skin and will improve its appearance. I just reapplied extra foundation on my face, and I still want to test this product, but I don't think my face is ready for makeup application right away. And this is the part that I was talking about before trying it, that sometimes too much skincare or sunscreen is just ruining the whole experience for me. And I wonder if that's the case. It has been about 5 minutes since I've applied my foundation, and I would like to do a tissue test to see if it is tacky. There is foundation, I don't know if you can see if I turn it this way, there's foundation on my tissue, and I think you could see that some of the foundation had left the building. So that's one more test confirming my fears. It is beautiful coverage, it really is. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna apply a little bit of powder to see if that will improve things, so I can actually start applying my makeup. First thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna add a little bit of Fix Plus on my face. Let it dry. So it is, as you can see, as I'm drying my face, this is so luminous that it shows every pore, every imperfection on my face, and this is not what I'm looking for sure. Oh well, never mind. Speaking of Hourglass, they came up with new concealer that I would like to try. By the way, I think I ought to mention the time. So it is 10:58, almost 11 o'clock. And that's the time we're going to be starting our test. It has been less than 5 minutes, and I don't know. Can you see how it gets into the nooks and crannies? And yeah, not a good sign at all. I am very upset with the fact that all of the girls that reviewed this product, they loved it, and I'm just not sure why this is not working with me. But I have to be honest and I have to share with you my experience, and I'm not having a good one so far. I don't know. Okay, let's just apply the eyeshadows and then see how things are later on. I'm trying to apply the extra bronzer from Chanel. So I'm getting just a little bit and just applying, and the product is lifting off my face. Look at here. My forehead. It gathered in my wrinkles. And my nose. So I just finished applying my makeup, and it has been less than half an hour since I've applied my foundation, and I want to give you the close-up of the situation that I'm in. So I need a mirror so I can comment. Right here, it already gathered in the crack. This situation here had occurred 5 minutes after me applying this foundation. The nose is getting worse. Sometimes there are foundations that as you go on through the day, it will improve its appearance. I don't think this will happen for me at all. And just to prove my point, I have applied my buffing powder and I did a bit of a buffing. So there is some powder to my face. So I'm gonna get a clean tissue and I'm gonna press it. And as you can see, the tissue is still sticking to my face. I just pressed it against my chin and it made it even worse. And let's do the scratch test. Yes, so a small disclaimer, please don't take it personal. If you did try this foundation and you liked it, I take my hats to you and I appreciate your feedback. Nevertheless, I have to stay true and honest, and here's my opinion. We are all different, we have different skin types, and for me personally, this foundation was complete showdown. Let's start with the good side. It is easy to work with blush, and it works quite well with the blender. I loved how easy it was. It has a very good coverage. It doesn't have any scent to it. It does not oxidizes, at least not on my skin, and I know that the color grading is a little bit different from the double wear. But I had to go into the store in order to get myself color matched, and the lady that did it for me did a fantastic job, so thank you so much. It's a pleasure to work with. It's a pleasure to work with, very easy to apply. And I think on that, my list of good things is done. So this is my nose, the wrinkles, this side of the face that is screaming Swiss cheese. These moon crates are pretty much exposed and it feels still very, very tacky. The longevity is not there. It emphasized my pores. This is the whole reason why I am wearing my makeup, so I can appear to be youthful, and this one did the opposite. It made me feel like I am wearing a mask. It just got into all of my wrinkles. It sits on my skin. It does not blend with my skin at all. It shows all of the pores and it makes them look so big that NASA people can see it from space, that is. So therefore I'll have to declare that this foundation is not for me, but it doesn't mean that I don't like the company. I still feel like my double wear foundation is safe and sound in its place. This will not be its replacement, despite the fact that this meant to be more hydrating. Please try it for yourself so you can find out whether it's any good for you, because there are so many girls that gave this foundation a glowing review, and for me it just didn't work out. I am not looking for extra luminosity and the foundation that makes me look like I'm a grandma. The claims that it is hydrating, smoothing, diffuses looks of fine drying lines, pores and spots, looks flawless and smooth, are not true for me. So on today's not so fabulous note, I would like to end today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that it's not a very positive video, but it is what it is. I have to be truthful and honest, and that's what it's all about. We're all different, and different strokes for different folks, and this one clearly did not rock my boat. And so yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. But for now, it's bye-bye.